Hey everybody, it's XComet bringing you a red-white aggro kind of mid-range deck here. This is a standard deck, and yeah, it's got a lot of early beaters and stuff like that, such as Hero, and it's also got a lot of removal and a few Gideons for kind of control and later game stuff. So anyways, we're going to start off with the creatures and the stuff that produces creatures. We got 4 Origin Spellbomb. Now this is not a creature, but it's very similar to one because you play it and then the next turn you can pay a white and a colorless, and it's basically like an Elvish Visionary, but it's an artifact. And it's pretty good because sometimes you're just going to be sacking it for stuff like Kuldotha Rebirth, and you can still pay the 1 and just draw from that instead of paying the 1 and sacking it and then paying the extra 1 to get your dude and draw. Instead you can just sack it and then pay the 1 and draw. So that's very good because it serves multiple purposes. Okay, so then we got 2 Hero of Bladehold. Very, very good. Gets you a giant swarm of dudes and makes them bigger. It's got Battlecry, and whenever it attacks you get 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. Tapped and attacking, so very good. Only got 2 of them because I got them from pre-release. Every card in this deck is stuff that me or my dad have opened out of packs, so that's the reason there aren't, like, I don't know, like Chandras, stuff like that. But yeah. Next creatures, we got 3 Glinthawks. They're pretty good because they're just 1 mana, 2/2 flyers as long as you've got an artifact out. They're really good with the free stuff like Memnites or Mox Opals. And yeah, they're very powerful and aggressive. And so over here we got 4 Kuldotha Rebirth. Kind of the same reason as Glinthawk. They're very powerful early on. You just have to have an artifact to be able to use it. And with Kuldotha Rebirth you have to sack that artifact, but you get 3 1/1s, so really powerful. Then we got Shrine of Loyal Legions. If you have that sitting out long enough, then it can get really powerful, because you can get multiple mirror later on. It is a little bit pricey for just trying to just make only 1 or 2 dudes out of it. You're getting the most value out of it, just letting it sit there and gain counters, and then just dropping out a swarm later on. Okay, so then for the Titans, we got 3 Sun Titan. He's pretty good because whenever he enters the battlefield or attacks, he gets to return a permanent with converted mana cost 3 or less to your battlefield, and so that can help you get back stuff like Origin Spellbombs or your little dudes like Glinthawk, and it also helps with like O-Rings and Shrine of Loyal Legions or Shrine of Burning Rage. He's a pretty good package. He lets you get a wide variety of things back from your graveyard. So then we've got 2 Inferno Titans. He's pretty good because he comes in and he either kills a few creatures or kills 1 creature, or he pings your opponent for 3. But yeah, he's just a big beater that can help clear the field of dangerous things on your opponent's field as long as they've got low toughness. And then we got 2 Wurmcoil Engine. I'm liking this guy more and more just because he's so easy to cast. It doesn't matter if you're mana screwed on 1 color, because he's an artifact and he's just really powerful. He dies and you get more dudes unless they exile him, which would suck. But yeah, Wurmcoil Engine is definitely really powerful. Definitely gives you a lot of advantage, like cards like Maneslayer, because it does have that lifelink. So as you're totally beating their face, you're going ahead and gaining life back and protecting yourself. So now we will go to removal. Okay, so now we're on to removal and various stuff like that. So just to start it off, very basic, we've got 2 Oblivion Rings. Sorry about the glare. There's Oblivion Ring. I wish I had more because it's a very great card. I would definitely run 3 or 4 in here if I had more. So I'm definitely trying to get these. But yeah, they are just the best white removal you can have in Standard right now, pretty much. So yeah, we'll move on to Galvanic Blasts. I've got 3 of these in here. They're a little bit better than like Shock, but of course at this point you don't have really a lot of great choices for just 1 mana red removal, because like most of the good stuff rotated out, like Lightning Bolt and what's it called? There's this one that you get to deal the damage to 2 separate things. I forgot what that one's called, but that one's really good. So yeah, I think for this deck, since we've got so many artifacts in here, this is the best choice for a 1-mana burn spell. And then we've got 2 Arc Trails, because they are also very good because they can kill 2 creatures, or they can kill a creature and ping your opponent. It's just really good to have the damage split up against other early decks. And then we've got 2 Gideon, just to help control and save yourself. Just Gideon's a good package. He does so many things. You know, he can just help you beat face if that's when you draw him, because he's with his 0 ability. Or if they've got a big creature, you can destroy it. Or if they've got a lot of little creatures, you can have them all attack Gideon instead of your face. So yeah, Gideon's very good and very versatile. So yeah, I'm definitely a huge fan. And I'm really surprised that we managed to get 2 just out of the packs that we pulled at the pre-releases. So yeah, Gideon is awesome. Then we got Tumble Magnet. Tumble Magnet's really good. It lets you tap dudes, lets you like tap their attackers if they're going to be bashing your face, or if you want to hit them in the face, then you can go ahead and tap their blockers. Just pretty useful, really cool. I don't know where the heck my other Tumble Magnets are, but I would probably have 2 in here, probably at the most, because this isn't that great. Stuff like Oblivion Ring's better, but it's still a very good card to have in here. And it works well with stuff like Lint Hawk. And, yeah. So now we will go to the last removal, Shrine of Burning Rage. Shrine of Burning Rage is really good because as it sits there, it gets more powerful, so it can pretty much take out almost anything eventually. But, this is also really good because you can also use it to smack them in the face for the last few damage that you need. Or sometimes this can get just really big throughout the game and just do like 8 damage, which is just amazing. So now we will go on to just the various artifacts and then the lands. Okay, so on to just the various artifacts and lands, just everything we have left over. We've got 2 Mox Opal, because if you got enough early on artifacts going, this can help you just pretty much get an extra land drop for the turn. There's only 2 in here because I only have 2. If I had 3 or 4, I would probably only put 3 in here, because when you have 4, you're probably going to be drawing them often enough that you might end up not being able to play both that you draw, because it's a legendary artifact. So if you play 2 of them out at the same time, then they die, which kind of sucks. But yeah, still a good card. Gives you like basically an extra land drop that can produce any color of mana, as long as you've got 3 artifacts out. Okay, so here we go with Super Glare again. We got Panic Spellbomb. This is a good card because it can stop your opponent's blockers, and it draws you a card. And also, if you're just, once again, just like Origin Spellbomb, if you just cast this, and then you're going to cast like a Kuldotha Rebirth, you can again just pay that red and draw your extra card, even without making target creature unable to block. Okay, and so then, we've got 1 Ichor Wellspring. If this were the ideal deck, and I had more of these, I would probably put 2 or 3 of these in, and none of these. But yeah, this is what I've got, so I've got 1 of these in here. This one's really good because you pay 2 mana, you automatically draw that card, and if you happen to do something like Kuldotha Rebirth, or if they happen to do something like whatever that standard card is that destroys all artifacts, or if they just destroy this because they're being stupid, then you get to draw another card when it goes to the graveyard. So that's very nice. And then this would be another one of these, but I don't have another. Instead, it's just Mycosynth Wellspring, which is the one that when you play it, you get to search your library for a land card, basic land, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. And you also get to do that when it goes to the graveyard. So pretty much the same theory as with Ichor Wellspring, just lands instead of just a draw. And then we've got 12 plains and 10 mountains. So that's the standard deck I've been playing right now. It's a lot of fun. It's not the greatest, obviously, but it is pretty fun to play. I'd recommend it if you just, just want to find something to play around with, because White-Red Boros is a lot of fun, because you just get such a wider variety of stuff to do. You get to exile things with your O-Ring, you get to gain your life with your worm coils. You get to bring stuff back with Sun Titan. It's just really fun to play, and yeah, really entertaining deck. So I will see you all next video where I'll be doing something.